welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today the Cubs enter play with a magic number of 9, 18.5 games up on the second place Brewers, who also won yesterday. For today's game against the Pirates, the Cubs are sending Brandon Woodruff out to the mound. He is making start number 27 with a 7-8 record. He has a 3.94 ERA, 1.24 WHIP. The Cubs lineup is going to see a slight alteration today, as Nico Hoerner will be leading off, playing second, followed by Grisham, Correa, Rizzo, Santana, Harper, Estrada, Amaya, and Woodruff batting ninth. Kyle Freeland making the start for the Pirates. He is making start number 21 with a 6-6 record, 3.80 ERA, and a 1.39 WHIP. Pirates lineup will include Swaggerty, Newman, Reynolds, Bell, Caratini, Hayes, Frazier, Riddle, and Freeland batting ninth. It is 70 degrees for a beautiful afternoon game here at Wrigley Field. Wind blowing out to left at 10 mph. And Brandon Woodruff takes the mound as the Cubs looking to inch a little bit closer to clinching a playoff spot and winning the NL Central. Woodruff now, the righty, facing the lefty Swaggerty to lead off the game for the Bucks. Woodruff looking, here comes the pitch. Grounded up the middle, second base has it, throw over to first for out number 1. Newman now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 count to Newman, here it comes. High and away for ball 4, the walk is issued. So that is a 1 out base runner for the Pirates here in the top of the first inning. Reynolds now the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on, 2 strike count. Woodruff looking for the sign, here is the delivery. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is his first punch out of the day. A slider that he dropped in on the outside corner for out number 2. Bell now batting with 2 outs and still 1 man on. Here comes the first pitch to Bell. And it's lined into center field, coming in fast as Grisham. He plays it on the hop. The throw goes over toward third as the runner holds at second, and that is going to be a 2-out single. So the Pirates now with first and second 2 outs send up Victor Caratini to the plate. Switch hitting Caratini batting from the left side against the righty Woodruff with a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Low for ball 4. Woodruff issues the walk. Caratini walks down to first, and the Pirates have the bases loaded. Bryant Hayes now the batter with 2 outs, and the bases still loaded. Woodruff continuing to work here in the top of the first inning. 2-ball count. Here's the pitch to Hayes. Lined into right field. That's going all the way to the wall. A couple runs are going to score. Rounding second, heading home. The next runner rounds third, but he stops. That will be a 2-run RBI double for the Pirates' Bryant Hayes here in the top of the first inning. Pirates doing most of their damage with 2 outs here in the first. Hayes now has 53 RBIs on the season. The Pirates take the 2-0 lead. Adam Frazier now is the batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Still in the top of the first inning, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up to center field. Grisham's going to have plenty of time to get there. He gets under it, the catch is made, and the inning is over. So the Pirates score twice, taking the 2-0 lead into the bottom of the first inning. Nico Hoerner leading off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the first against Kyle Freeland. The lefty Freeland will be working toward the righty Hoerner with a 1-strike count. And here comes the pitch. Grounded up the middle, shortstop dives, he has it, the throw over to first, and that is out number 1. Grisham now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch to Trent Grisham. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. That was a belt-high fastball, and Grisham could not pull the trigger. That is out number 2. Correa now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes the first pitch to Carlos Correa. And it's popped up, short center field, coming in fast. The center fielder looks up and he makes the play to end the inning. Cubs go down in order. We go to the top of the second with the Pirates up by 2. Riddle facing Woodruff to lead off the top of the second inning. Pirates sent 7 batters up to the plate in the first while scoring twice. Riddle drives into the gap in right center field. That's going 1 hop to the wall. Extra bases for Riddle as he rounds first, heading for second. He will slide in safely with a leadoff double here in the top of the second inning. So next up is the pitcher Freeland, runner on second, nobody out. Here comes the delivery. The bunt's laid down the third base line. Estrada has it. He throws over to first. That is out number 1. The sacrifice is successful as the runner advances from second to third. And now Swaggerty, the batter. He's 0 for 1 today. Facing Woodruff with 1 out and a runner on third. 3-1 count. Woodruff with the delivery. Low for ball 4. The walk is issued. And Woodruff now has runners on the corners with 1 out. I guess that sets the double play off, bringing up Kevin Newman. 1 out, 2 men on. Woodruff with a 1-ball count. Here's the pitch to Newman. The throw goes down to second as the steal is attempted, and now Swaggerty has 11 stolen bases. So now there's second and third with 1 out in the top of the second inning. Woodruff working to Newman still. Here comes the full count pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2. So the Pirates now have 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Bryant Reynolds is the next batter. So we could walk Reynolds and pitch to Bell, but that seems a bit aggressive at this point in the ball game. Reynolds is 0 for 1. We're just going to go ahead and pitch to Reynolds with 2 outs and try to get out of this inning. Reynolds at the plate, 1-2 count. Grounded toward first. Rizzo scoops it up. He throws to the pitcher who's covering first, and the inning is over. So the Pirates strand 2. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the second. A 2-0 ball game. Rizzo leading off against Freeland here in the bottom of the second inning. Full count. Here's the pitch. Grounded back toward the mound. Pitcher has it. He throws to first for out number 1. Santana now batting. 1 out, nobody on. Santana waiting for the 2-strike delivery. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is out number 2. Freeland now with 2 strikeouts on the day, and he's facing Bryce Harper. 2 outs, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Harper grounds it towards second. The shift was on second baseman in the perfect spot. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs go down in order once again. We go to the top of the third of a 2-0 ball game. Josh Bell leading off against Brandon Woodruff. Top of the third inning, 2-2 count. Woodruff with the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is out number 1. Woodruff getting the punch out, his third of the day. He's now matched his walk total as well. Caratini, the next batter, with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Victor Caratini. Woodruff with the delivery. Lined into center field, there's a base hit. 1 hop to Grisham as he gets it quickly back into the infield, and Caratini stops it first with the single. Brian Hayes now the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on. Woodruff facing Hayes, 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Grounded towards second. The throw goes over to short, but no relay to first. So the lead runner retired on the fielder's choice. There's now 2 outs, runner on first at the top of the third inning. Adam Frazier is the next batter. Facing Woodruff in the top of the third inning. 1-strike count. Here it comes. And it gets away. That's a wild pitch, and the runner's going to advance down to second. So the Pirates, now with a runner in scoring position, have Frazier at the plate. 1-2 count. Woodruff with the delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He chased a breaking ball down in the dirt, and that ends the inning. So the Pirates strand the runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the third of a 2-0 ball game. Estrada facing Freeland in the bottom of the third inning. 1-1 count. Freeland with the pitch. There's a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first, and that is out number 1. I guess that's not a strikeout, so that's a slight improvement. Amaya now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Freeland facing Amaya. Full count. Here comes the pitch. Amaya swings and misses for strike 3, but the ball gets away. He runs down to first, and the Cubs, for the second day in a row, have reached on a swinging strike 3 that has gotten away from the Pirates catcher. So now Freeland faces Woodruff with 1 out and a runner on first, and this is going to be a sacrifice situation. Here comes the pitch. The bunt's laid down the first base line, perfectly placed. The first baseman has it. Wait, they throw to second. Man, I didn't think they had any chance of retiring. So they got the lead runner at second base for the second out of the inning. And now Nico Horner's the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Freeland facing Horner, 3-ball count. Checked his swing, that is ball 4. So now the Cubs have first and second with 2 outs. I guess that works the same as a sacrifice. Grisham now the batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. Freeland facing Grisham with the Cubs down by 2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Grisham waiting for the 2-2 count. Here is the delivery. Grounded towards short. Picked up, thrown to second. They throw out the intermediate runner to end the inning. So the Cubs strand 2. They do not score. We're going to the top of the 4th with a 2-0 ball game. Riddle facing Woodruff here in the top of the 4th to lead off for the Pirates. 1-2 count. Woodruff with the pitch. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is out number 1. Woodruff now with 5 strikeouts, bringing up Freeland to bat. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count. Woodruff with the pitch. Another strike 3 call on the outside corner. That's 2 sinkers in a row that he's gotten strikeouts looking. Good placement there by Woodruff. And that'll bring up Swaggerty with 2 outs and nobody on. Woodruff working. Another 2-2 count. Let's see if he gets this sinker across. And grounded toward first. The first baseman Rizzo steps on the bag and the inning is over. So the Cubs retire the Pirates in order as Woodruff looks sharp that half inning. We're going to the bottom of the 4th with a 2-0 Pirate lead. Correa leading off against Freeland in the bottom of the 4th inning. Full count. Correa lines it up the middle. There's the Cubs' first base hit of the ball game. Correa stops at first with a single, and the Cubs are in business here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Anthony Rizzo now is the batter. Nobody out, runner on first. Full count pitch to Rizzo. He takes low for ball 4. And so the Cubs now have first and second with nobody out. Danny Santana is the next batter for the Cubs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Santana facing Freeland. Here's the 1-strike delivery. Lined into right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Santana with the single. The Cubs are going to have the bases loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Bryce Harper coming up to the plate. The lefty Harper facing the lefty Freeland in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cubs down by 2. Bases are loaded. 3-1 is the count. And Harper drives it in the air deep to right field. That is a grand slam home run. Bryce Harper has just completely reversed the score of this ball game, giving the Cubs a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. 394 feet out to right field, and the Cubs have just taken the lead. Bryce Harper pulled that ball to right field, and it got out of here in a hurry. So now, Bryce Harper with his 23rd home run of the season, 73 RBIs, and it brings up Thairo Estrada. Still with nobody out and 4 runs already in. Estrada facing Freeland. Here comes the pitch. Estrada lines into center field. That's going to be a diving play by the center fielder, Swaggerty. Makes the catch for out number 1. Man, he robbed Estrada of a base hit right there. Amaya now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch to Miguel Amaya. He takes high for ball 4. So that is a walk with 1 out, bringing up the pitcher, Woodruff. Another sacrifice situation. Let's see if Woodruff can execute a little better this time. Here comes the pitch. The bunt's laid down the first base line. Bell has it. He throws to first this time to the pitcher covering. And that is out number 2. This time the sacrifice is successful as Amaya advances to second. Nico Horner now the batter. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Cubs up by 2. Here's a 2-strike count and the pitch. Grounded toward third. A hot smash. The throw goes over to first. And Horner is retired easily to end the inning. The Cubs, however, score 4 times on a Bryce Harper grand slam. We're going to the top of the 5th with the Cubs up by 2. Woodruff facing Kevin Newman to lead off for the Pirates in the top of the 5th inning. Woodruff working with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Second base has it. Throw to first. That is out number 1. Woodruff now facing Reynolds with 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 count. Woodruff looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. Popped up left field. Coming over is Santana toward left center. He calls for it and makes the catch for out number 2. Josh Bell now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Woodruff facing Bell with a 1-1 count. Here is the delivery. And a liner into right field. There's a base hit. Harper plays it on the hop. He throws it back into the infield. A 2-out single as the Pirates have a runner on base and Victor Caratini coming to the plate. 2 outs, 1 man on, top of the 5th inning. Full count. Here's the pitch. Caratini takes low for ball 4. That was that same sinker that Woodruff tried to place on the outside corner, and he missed low for his 4th walk of the day. Bryant Hayes now the batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Woodruff facing Hayes in the top of the 5th inning. 3-1 count. And Hayes lines it into left field. Santana plays it on the hop. The throw is coming home. The runner's coming home. The throw is late. And the run scores, making this a 4-3 ball game in the top of the 5th inning. So the Pirates get 1 back on the Hayes RBI single. And Santana is hurt. Santana apparently got hurt and has to come out of the game. What is the story with him? Pending, unknown, not on injured list. I'm not even sure, did he hurt his arm throwing the ball back into the infield? I mean, did he trip over his shoelaces trying to field the ball? I don't understand what happened there. Okay. So with that being the case, that means that Malik Smith is going to come in and play left field for the remainder of this game, at least. Frazier now facing Woodruff with 2 outs, 2 men on in the top of the 5th inning. Woodruff trying to work his way out of a jam here. Full count. Here comes the pitch. Inside for ball 4. Woodruff issues the walk. The bases are now loaded, and Riddle is the next batter for the Pirates. Cubs up by 1. Top of the 5th inning. And we are going to warm up. I mean, I guess Junior Fernandez is going to come in and pitch the 6th inning no matter what at this point. So, we're going to visit the mound. Says I'm not even close to being tired, but Woodruff really struggling here in the top of the 5th inning after putting together a couple of solid frames. He's facing Riddle with 2 outs and the bases loaded, 1 run in the top of the 5th inning. If Woodruff can solve Riddle, he will get out of this inning. Here comes the first pitch. Woodruff with the delivery. Grounded towards short. Correa has it. He throws to second, and they retire the runner on the fielder's choice to end the inning. So the Pirates score once. The Cubs still lead 4-3 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Grisham leading off against Freeland here in the bottom of the 5th. Freeland working, full count. Here comes the pitch to Grisham. And he takes strike 3 on the inside corner. That is out number 1. Correa now the batter. I got to set down Fernandez. He is ready. He's not coming in yet. Correa now the batter facing Freeland with 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Freeland with the pitch. Lined into center field, there's a base hit. Correa with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And now Rizzo's the batter, 1 out, 1 man on. Freeland facing Rizzo, and there's a drive into right field. However, the right fielder was right at him. He adjusted about 1 step to his left and made that play for out number 2. Malik Smith now the batter with 2 outs and 1 man on. Freeland facing Smith. I'm going to get Junior Fernandez back up, make sure he's going to come into this game. Freeland facing Smith with a 3-1 count. He grounds it over to first. First baseman has it. He beats the speedy Smith to the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. So we go to the top of the 6th. It is a 4-3 Cub lead. Colin Moran is leading off for the Pirates in the top of the 6th inning. Junior Fernandez is going to be brought in to pitch for the Cubs. Fernandez has thrown 62 innings, walked 24, struck out 82 with a 2.90 ERA. He's going to face Moran and then the top of the Pirates lineup in the top of the 6th inning. Fernandez working with a 1-strike count. He is looking for the sign, and here is the delivery. And a liner in right field, there's a leadoff base hit. So the Pirates have the leadoff man on first, and it brings up Travis Swaggerty. Swaggerty, who's 0 for 2 today, facing Fernandez with a runner on first, nobody out. 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded toward third. Estrada has it. He throws over to second. They do not try to turn the double play. So that is the first out of the inning. The fielder's choice, allowing the runner to advance to second. And now Newman's the batter. Newman 0 for 2 today, facing Fernandez. 1 out, tying run in scoring position. 1-ball count. Fernandez with the pitch. Grounded toward first. Rizzo has it. He flips to the pitcher covering, and that is out number 2. The runner advancing to third on that play, and it brings up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds 0 for 3, facing Fernandez. Top of the 6th inning. 2 outs, tying run 90 feet away. 1-2 count. Junior Fernandez lets a line drive up the middle. That ties up the game. So this is a 4-4 ball game now in the top of the 6th inning, as Brian Reynolds gets the RBI single, and now Bell is the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Fernandez facing Bell with a full count. Here comes the pitch. Outside for ball 4. Another walk is issued as the Cubs bullpen or pitching staff continues to issue free passes. And Gabe Moya is going to have to come into this game and contribute somehow. Fernandez facing Caratini. We're going to visit the mound. Fernandez facing Caratini with 2 outs and 2 men on in the top of the 6th inning. The tying run's already scored. Fernandez working with a 1-1 count. Oh, and he hits him with a pitch. So that means that the runners advance to second and third with the bases loaded. And Martin is the next batter. The pinch hitting Martin, Jason Martin, coming off the Pirates bench, has thrown 6 home runs, 36 RBIs, 247 batting average on the season. Fernandez is going to work to Martin to try to get out of this inning at the top of the 6th. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fernandez with the delivery. Grounded towards second. The throw goes over to first, and the inning is over. So Fernandez gets himself into and out of a jam. The Pirates do tie the game. They leave the bases loaded. We're going to the bottom of the 6th of a 4-4 ball game. Bryce Harper now facing Edgar Santana, who is pitching for the Pirates in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Pirates' Edgar Santana has thrown 29 innings, walked 10, struck out 19 with a 3.72 ERA. And we're going to be doing the all Santana interviews after the game, as we need to talk to Danny Santana about his injury as well. Bryce Harper 1 for 2 with a home run and gave the Cubs the 4 runs that they have back in the 4th inning. Santana facing Harper with a 3-1 count. He is looking for the sign, and here is the delivery. Driven in the air to deep right field. Harper has his 2nd home run of the ball game. The Cubs now with a 5-4 lead as Bryce Harper increases his home run total to 24. 2nd of this game, 376 feet into the right center field stands, and again, that was just a rocket. It got out of the park so fast. Estrada now the batter with the Cubs up by 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. 1 strike count. Here is the pitch to Thairo Estrada. He grounds it up the middle. Second baseman has it. Throw over to first for out number 1. Amaya now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Santana facing Amaya with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. That is out number 2. That was a slider right at the knees. The umpire rung him up, and that brings up Junior Fernandez. And we are going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot, which in this case is going to be Chris Bryant. Bryant will be sent up to the plate to pinch hit in the bottom of the 6th inning for the pitcher's spot with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bryant facing Santana, 1-2 count. Here comes the delivery, and Bryant lines into center field. There's a base hit. So Bryant trying to break out of a slump with a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it brings up Nico Horner. 2 outs, 1 man on. Santana versus Horner with a 1-ball count, and Horner lines into left field for another base hit. So the Cubs with back-to-back singles with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now Brandon Waddle comes out of the Pirates bullpen to face Trent Grisham. Waddle has thrown 12 innings, walked 6, struck out 13 with an ERA of 3.00. Waddle facing Grisham with 2 outs, 2 men on, Cubs up by 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to Trent Grisham. Waddle looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. Driven in the air to left. That's going to come right toward the left fielder, and the catch is made, and the inning is over. So the Cubs score on the Harper home run, his 2nd of the day. We go to the top of the 7th of a 5-4 ball game. And now so the Cubs are going to send Gabe Moya out to face the next 4 lefties in the Pirate lineup. And let's see. Hendricks probably isn't going to be ready to pitch. Joe Jimenez. So if Moya needs to be bailed out of the 7th inning, it's going to be Jimenez. We're going to warm him up in case we get around to Kevin Newman. Moya is going to face Frazier, Riddle, and Moran here in the top of the 7th inning. Moya working with a 2-2 count. He is looking for the sign. And here comes the pitch. Grounded towards short. Correa has it. He throws over to first for out number 1. Moya now facing Riddle with 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike count. Moya with the pitch. Line past the second baseman into right field. There's a 1-out single. So the Pirates have the tying run on base here in the top of the 7th inning. That'll bring up Colin Moran. 1 out, 1 man on. Moya working with a 2-2 count. Grounded toward first. Rizzo has it. He steps on the base to get the fielder's choice. They force the runner at first for the 2nd out of the inning. And now, with the tying run scoring position, Travis Swaggerty comes up to the plate. 2 outs, 1 man on. Moya working to Swaggerty. 2-1 count. Here comes the delivery. Grounded up the middle. Second baseman has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs, Gabe Moya manages to navigate the 7th inning, going to the bottom of the 7th of a 5-4 ball game. And for today's 7th inning stretch, we have Bill Cowher here to lead the festivities. Carlos Correa leading off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Waddle still on the mound for the Pirates. Cubs up by 1, looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Correa standing in, waiting for the first pitch. And he grounds it up the middle. Shortstop has it. Throw to first for out number 1. Rizzo now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. And he drives it in the air to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Line drive single with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning puts Rizzo on first. Malik Smith now the batter. 1 man on, 1 out. We need to be warming up. Let's see here. Nope, it's not going to be Presley. No. Jimenez. Yeah, we need to make sure Jimenez is warmed up to come into the inning. So Waddle facing Smith with 1 out, 1 man on. 1 ball is the count. Here comes the pitch. Smith grounds it toward first. They throw over to second. The relay back to first, but Malik Smith is too fast to be doubled up on a 3-6-3 double play. So the Cubs now with 2 outs and a runner on first here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bryce Harper is the next batter. He is 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and all 5 Cub RBIs in this game. Bottom of the 7th inning, Harper facing Waddle. Full count. Harper drives it in the air. Straightaway center field, going back toward the warning track. It's off the wall. Bryce Harper just missed his 3rd home run of the day by about 10 feet. So now the Cubs have a 6-4 lead. That's going to be an RBI double for Bryce Harper to straightaway center field. And the Cubs now up by 2. Harper with 75 RBIs on the season. And it brings up Thairo Estrada with 2 outs and a runner on second. Waddle facing Estrada with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. The Cubs take the 6-4 lead going into the top of the 8th inning. And now, Joe Jimenez is ready to come into this game. He'll be brought in. He's only going to throw 1 in. So Jimenez was putting him in the 1-9 spot in that pinch hit. Jimenez is going to face Newman, Reynolds, and Bell here in the top of the 8th inning. And if he has any trouble whatsoever in this inning, it'll be Liam Hendricks who's going to relieve him. So Jimenez facing Newman, top of the 8th. 3-1 count. Jimenez looking for the sign. And here is the pitch. High and away for ball 4, so that's a leadoff walk. And it brings up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds, 1 for 4 with an RBI in today's game, with a runner on first, nobody out. 1 ball count, and it gets away. That's a wild pitch. The runner's heading down to second. So Jimenez struggling with his command with the first 2 batters here in the 8th inning. Facing Reynolds now with a full count. Here comes the pitch. High for ball 4. Jimenez issues another walk, and now the tying run is on base in the top of the 8th inning. We're going to visit the mound. Liam Hendricks is actually ready to come into this game. Bell is a switch hitter. He's going to bat from the left side no matter what. Jimenez is facing Bell because Jimenez is a righty, Hendricks is a righty, so that makes no difference. We're going to bring Hendricks in to try to shut down this inning before it gets out of control. We are also going to warm up Ryan Presley in the event that his services should be needed in this inning as well. Hendricks facing Bell with first and second nobody out at the top of the 8th. 1 ball count. Hendricks looking for the sign. And here is the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Shortstop has to throw to second. The relay to first. That is a 6-4-3 double play. That is exactly what the Cubs needed right there. And now with 2 outs and a runner on third, Victor Caratini comes up to the plate. The pitcher's spot is due up next. Caratini is at the plate. Who do the Pirates have for pinch hitters? They have Stallings, Osuna, and Polanco. I guess any of those are probably, they're going to send Polanco most likely to pinch hit, which will put a lefty up there, and it's the lefty Caratini, switch hitting Caratini, who's up there to play bat now. So Hendricks may as well face Caratini and see if he can get out of this inning. With 2 outs and a runner on third, Hendricks working with a full count. Here comes the delivery. Lined into right field, there's a base hit. So it's a 6-5 ball game as Hendricks gives up the RBI single. Caratini now 2 for 2 today. And Polanco is the next batter. He is pinch hitting for the Pirates. Ryan Presley is ready to come in with 2 outs and a runner on first. The Cubs up by 1, and Presley is going to be brought in to try to get the Cubs out of this inning. Presley facing Polanco with the tying run on base, top of the 8th inning. Cubs up by 1. 1-2 is the count. Presley looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and the inning is over. So the Cubs do have a bend but not break bullpen in this inning. 1 run scores. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 6-5 game. Miguel Amaya leading off against Blake Cederlin here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cedarland has thrown 43 in the third innings, walked 40, struck out 44 with a 6.65 ERA. Edwin Diaz is going to be warmed up to pitch in the ninth inning. Cedarland versus Amaya to lead off the bottom of the eighth. 1-2 count. Cedarland looking for the sign. Here comes the pitch. And he lines it at the shortstop for the first out of the inning. Amaya hit it right on the button, but Ribble was in perfect position to make that play. And now with the pitcher's spot up, we're going to see a pinch hitter, which is going to be Buster Posey here in the bottom of the eighth inning. Posey coming up to the plate, facing Cedarland with one out and nobody on. One strike is the count. Here comes the pitch to Posey. He grounds it over toward third. The third baseman picks it up, the throw to first, and Posey's retired for out number 2. Horner now the batter. He's 1 for 3 today, facing Cedarland. 2 outs, bottom of the eighth inning. 3-1 is the count, and that is low for ball 4. So Horner draws the walk as he heads down to first. Trent Grisham is the next batter for the Cubs. Cedarland facing Grisham. Caratini behind the plate. I wonder if we could get Horner to steal second right here. I'm not sure if it's worth the risk. Grisham facing Cedarland. 2 outs, 1 man on. Here comes the full count delivery. Outside for ball 4. Well, that works the same as a steal. As the runner advances to second, the Cubs now have first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the eighth inning. Carlos Correa, the next batter for the Cubs. He is 2 for 4 today, facing Cedarland in the bottom of the eighth inning. Here comes the 1-2 count and the pitch, and it's a grounder toward first. Picked up by Bell, he steps on the base and the inning is over. So the Cubs, strand 2, they do not score. We're going to the top of the ninth of a 6-5 ball game. And Edwin Diaz is going to be brought in. He is going to actually be brought in for Miguel Amaya, as Buster Posey will stay in to catch in the ninth inning. So Diaz coming into the game looking to nail down the save. He has thrown 57 innings, walked 19, struck out 102 batters with a 1.89 ERA. Diaz faces Frazier in the top of the ninth. He's going to face the 7, 8, 9 batters in the Pirate lineup in the top of the ninth inning. Diaz looking for the sign. And here comes the first pitch. Popped up to center field. Coming in fast is Grisham. He was playing very deep, but he makes the catch for out number 1. Riddle now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Diaz working with a full count. Here comes the pitch to Riddle. Driven in the air to left, coming over is Malik Smith, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So now, Colin Moran is the batter, with 2 outs and nobody on. Diaz facing Moran with a 1-2 count. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Cubs notch the win. That is a 6-5 victory here at Chicago, as the Cubs getting 6 runs on 9 hits with no errors. The Pirates 5 runs on 10 hits with no errors. The Cubs drop their magic number down to 8 as Edwin Diaz gets his 28th save of the season, and he works a perfect 9th inning. Junior Fernandez is credited with the win. He was the pitcher of record when the Cubs took the lead. He went 1 inning of 2-hit, 1-run baseball with a walk. The Cubs staff issued 8 walks in this ball game. So to only give up 5 runs is actually pretty impressive. Danny Santana was injured while throwing the ball. So that's interesting. That feels like an arm injury. I wonder if we're going to have to send him to see one of the docs that the pitchers see. Santana suffers the loss out of the Pirates' bullpen. He goes to 1-3 on the season. He worked 2/3 of an inning of 3-hit, 1-run baseball, giving up the second home run to Bryce Harper. Harper is the player of the day. Harper went 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and 2 home runs, raising his season total to 24, tying Carlos Correa for the team lead. So the Cubs improve to 85-52 as the Pirates drop to 58-77. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.